mind, close my eyes, where am I? Bumpy ride, looking out across the sky as the wind blows in my face. There's water, water everywhere. How did I get here? Who is that man over there? My mind is blinded, it's all just a dream. Sails and rudder on the ship, rum and beer, I'll take a drink, and tomorrow I won't remember a thing. Sails and rudder on the ship, rum and beer, I'll take a drink, and tomorrow I will be hungover. What have I done? Can someone remind me? 'Cause to me this soul is just a blur. The last thing that I remember is a party, then nothing else. How did I get here? Who is that man over there? Will I ever find out? It's all just a dream. Tell myself, never will I do this again. Tell myself, it's not worth it. Tell myself no, but who cares? 'Cause tonight I will party. Sails and rudder on the ship, rum and beer, I'll take a drink, and tomorrow I won't remember a thing. Sails and rudder on the ship, rum and beer, I'll take a drink, and tomorrow I will be hungover.
Good morning. We're actually kind of wrapping up a song here. I think I was catching up on some sleep from last night, so getting a little bit of a late start. Alright, yeah, you done? Get that done before it beeps at me. Yeah, this should be on. There we go. And I think that's it. Yeah, still in a great mic position. Let's bump that monitor a little bit. So yesterday we got that. We still have to do the ST kit stuff. We have to get our cross-compile stuff in a better position. So where were we? We were at probably here. No, I made a shell command for this, didn't I? Oh, nope, that was doing a bash. Or maybe, you know what, I was probably going into there and then trying the compile. At the current stage. No, this is merge directory, so we've preserved our changes. Oh, no, we're actually at Windsock here. Okay. I swear it stopped at something else last time. Alright, so we got... Okay. STGit is here. I had copied this source from the other one. So, this might be a bigger problem when we go to Windows. So that was our looking at Vagrant stuff. This was another copy in Docker. And so that's where I want to keep my source. So one life. We'd move this over to reference something. Oh, I think I had cookies on here or something. Okay. Are cookies off? I don't know. I guess I wouldn't need to look things up. It'd be easier if I can just see it, though. Or find my packages. Clone as... So we re-export back to there. Alright, so that will let us... yeah, I can probably do most of our Git stuff here. Oh... So the server code version number is actually somehow left over from one of our server builds. No, that's part of the checkout process, I think. But we actually have to fix the run server bat line endings here as well. And I think I was doing that as a repository level thing, which is something like... source onelife.get attributes. It's probably star.bat. No, actually, I ended up using binary. But hopefully that's only the only bat. So if we rm server run server.bat, and then no. All right, well, maybe I misremembered that then. So there's .get attributes. Refreshing a repository. Well, I did delete the file. Maybe I need a different setting for here? No. Maybe this isn't working. Because I thought... Oh, it's info attributes. Oh, did I had that made that to not binary now? Edit source, one life. Get info. Yeah. Okay, that should leave stget happy. So it's stg. No, that's not even stget yet. The WinSock patch. Where did I put that? That would be part of the setup scripts to just check it out and which I had. I don't actually have a setup for this yet. Was this? Yeah, Vagrant. So I had a fetch latest tagged. Yeah, which did this. I think this had a fetch latest tagged. Well, it had a fetch latest tagged, which it might not hurt to. Oops. It might not hurt to update. But I don't actually have like a script that gets me a directory. I haven't really decided how I want to lay that out yet. So this is in CD minor gems. Nope. Extra characters at end of N command. Waka file hierarchy. Okay. Illegal option dash T. Where are we even getting a T in here? Type F. Primaries. Minus type. File is contained in a file system. Oh, that's a different option, though. Invalid option E? So that's looking like exec? Exec utility. What? There seems to be something very weird going on here. Yeah, it's legal option. GNU grep. Standard HP Unix. GNU said. Sounds like it's mostly different implementations, but I'm getting a man page for something that says that's a legal option. And that is the same summary. Okay. Illegal option E. Google Option Dash. No such file or directory. Yeah, so it's treating that. Okay. But that kinda, well, we don't have the type, I guess. Extra characters at end of N command. What? What? So the way it's putting this together, oh, maybe sed doesn't do -I? That doesn't seem to be an option. Modifying is then written to standard output. Oh no, -ix, edit the files in place. But it's set up to take an extension. I'm not really sure I have any other place to put it, though. So it's supposedly substituting in the path. Extra characters at end of N command. Command file. EFI. Oh, maybe. Do I need to do -E in this version if I'm specifying any other options? Okay. Which means that might not be valid in the other version. In-place editing only works for regular files. Can I now use type? Illegal byte sequence. I wish I knew, is there like a verbose? No, that's not a general option. These are like filter. Well, that's probably a way to do an extension or pattern or something. Pattern. Where do they define patterns? Well, there's a dash name. I might have to do it twice. Oh, no, we can do an or. Or name. I mean, actually, I haven't looked. We might not need both of these. No expression before -o. Oh my gosh. I thought it was door. Expression or expression? Maybe I need spaces. Oy. Oh, and maybe that would have worked in the VM? Oy. All right, so cd game source. So that's something we have to get worked into in sort of a better build process. Okay. Now here's what I think I don't have streamlined. And I close down all my windows. One Life, game source. Okay. Yeah, but I don't currently have a way to get that over to the Windows system. So I'm going to need a minute. Da, da, da. Should actually, I think I've actually got, well, it's a little bit buried, but it should be networkable. Except there are no other systems visible in the network right now. What the heck? Oh, no, there it is. Does this have a file path? Yeah, it sort of does. All right, so if we take that and set up a window. I've been using this old thing so much, it's actually showing up in quick select. Will that work in a Git shell? Cannot stat as its file or directory. And all Windows is giving you for free is PowerShell. Oops. I overwrote one life, not that. Okay, so should have done that as a separate one. Okay, I don't have a server up, but it runs. Which is all we were going for there. All right, so do we have any... this used to work. So I had improved that command. But I don't actually have a process set up to define where I want. I mean, that probably works, but we'll eventually need to script and update that. Which looks a lot, actually it does look a lot like this. From wherever we are, build Docker file, workdir source, run that. Oh, I forgot I wanted to rebuild this with the other Ming. Good morning. I found some differences in the. Well, I don't know if it's the find or the set on this system with that Windsock update. Now I'm pondering how I want to set this up. So for local work, if I just want to use it as a compiler, I mean, I guess source would work. But then we've got this weird thing where this script has to be sent to the container to run there. Well, I guess we've got fetch local, which updates the copy that is up there. Build context, and we can still run it from there. So we just have like because I want that to be a relatively clean checkout. Well, possibly a better solution to that. Git add source.getKeep. And minus F. And then this is like crossfetch. And the, Now I guess local fetch could update both. Well, that is just git fetch. So if I rejiggered those to have their default branches pointing at the, I'm not sure. I don't like that dependence, even if it's wasteful. No, not build context. And then it is all kinds of craziness. Oh, and this actually updates my server, which actually, if this wasn't updated, that might explain some of the weirdness I had the other day. But that actually means this server isn't updated as well. Well, no, once I copied it. I know, was it local fetch? Yep. So actually, I should probably go ahead and rebuild this server in case I use it for anything. And this is a little bit long because it's sending all of the source files into the container so that we can build and have the outputs in the container. So that we can then fetch it from that to have it in the actual server container. And for something that is fully containerized, I don't really know of a better way to do that because because I don't want to count on, if I was actually setting this up as a server I could just upload and forget about, what kind of merge bind, mount bind they would have available. Or I could store the compiled program. So first it gets it in build context, then it has to copy stuff from build context into the actual machine. You know what? I saw that yesterday and forgot about it. Oh, for builds that may have actually fetched it. I don't know. Depends when I ran it. It would only been fetched in the container. And then the actual server compile. Alright, let me build server in case we need it. Which is pretty much just copying stuff out of the build container. So that we don't have all that extra junk lying around. Okay, so that was just catching up. So we had tested a little script which does our fetch. We added the get keep, get ignore. We added the one line to fetch latest tagged. So that's a step in being able to maintain a local build directory. That gets us a basic client. Set up for a local source directory to compile in. Now, what I can act... now the patches might be here. I almost need more terminals. CD source source one life, STG init. Oh, I don't have stack to get involved here. Well, it's all a repository, so that might actually work in this. Might. Oh, because we were technically on a... I guess I copied this before it had ever been brought up. The basic build process only ever... But how are we actually that far behind? That's actually pretty bad. Well, this just... Your branch is behind Origin Master. Has it not been fetching? Because I don't think it's that many commits. How would I know? Well, if the patches don't apply, that's a pretty sure sign. So STG import series patches master. Oh. Once again, please tell me who you are. And this is in a virtual machine. So it might be easier to do it out here. No, I wanted... So what do we get here? Oh, I only got into downloads? What the... Oh, that's right, it was Python. ASCII doc, no such file. That should be doc. Oh, you know what? What would it be? Brew install. Now for this, if I'm aiming for this just to be an environment to compile it, I probably could just import these as regular patches. Though I'm not sure if I can use the series file for that. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with all the, well, the big issue for Docker is that you don't have TTY support, so you don't get like, I know at least shell prompts, and I think I was just missing some other command output. So it wasn't really practical to like do any sort of investigation interactive stuff. So while we wait for that, which is taking way much longer than it should. So that's in the shell. Apply a patch to files. A patch. Require them to be in a Git repository. Yeah, I don't know if we can use the series file, or if I have to like explicitly script applying each one. Apply a series of patches from a mailbox. So you can do it manually, but automating it could be kind of a pain. And apparently we're updating a bunch of stuff. And since you're still going, get am from mailbox. Thunderbird. Oop, did I? No, that's something else. Okay, I didn't open a new window on that one. From mailbox. Hit format patch. Well, a series. So we don't get any of the commit checks. But if we threw out the first line, you could probably do a script that would just break lines and then pass that in turn to each file name, which would involve learning a little bit of Bash. Or did I have Bash in this one? I think I did. Shell script in general. This homebrew is taking its sweet time there. All right, well, if we can't do this, maybe we can think about what do we want this to look like. Well, I guess I don't know enough about what sort of CI-like environments are available and what kind of environment I would have. So one I know is, well, Heroku's really geared around web servers, but I'm still focused there. Container registry. Container push. So I would have to have an image. Although, well, yeah, I don't actually know what this would look like for like a 1 hour 1 life type thing. Apparently the formation is different. Well, yeah, because I guess you don't have the CI/CD, Heroku CI to test container builds. And what slugs do, web process must listen to HTTP traffic. Yeah, so that's not going to be really appropriate for what I'm doing. So for a build, this would be more like a Lambda process, maybe? Lam CI. Sandbox local var that lie. Oh, replicates environment. So that might be a useful dev tool. Hack Lambda to run containers. Replicate, yeah. So that's not a good environment. So we would need some kind of either just... well, I have two different use cases. One would be possibly running my own server at some point. And oh my gosh, we're actually done. What madness is this? I think I am actually done with this window. That was entirely too long, probably because I haven't had to install anything in a while. Alright, CD, source, one life. Okay. STG import. Series, patches master, series. Patch failed. I thought I was up to date on this. Am I behind here, or is this a white space thing? Oh, Jason was touching some stuff, wasn't he? So since I was on master, that might, maybe? Ooh. Now, minor gems, we've been fudging some stuff. But it shouldn't affect the Windows build. Life. Oh, and now he's got new objects. So for this, we want to check out 178 was the latest, I think. Well, actually, that won't matter unless we build something, but still. One life. STG rebase on Jason Rohr master. Okay, this is fine. Have I not? Have I not been keeping this updated? Okay, that's just the git commit. That shouldn't be a big deal. Everything up to date. And we just pulled it down. So what the heck? How do we apply a single patch and give us and leave the merge conflicts in there? Maybe import a single patch? No. Series URL. Patch description. Show the patch content. How do you... perhaps... Git also refuses to apply it. Git apply probably has more. Apply how to debug patch does not apply. Maybe git apply has a force option. Summary. See if the patch is applicable and detects errors. It does give me a line number that I might be able to track back, but it's still not the most useful thing. Well, it's something. Still not very useful. Ignore white space. Ignore space change, ignore white space. Wait, apply reject? What did just rejects what it cannot, and then you just modify the rejected files manually. Command creates which can't, oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Bunch of hunks had issues there. That's... Shoot. Unfortunately, I need to take a break. I will be back in a few minutes. There we go. We need to have an event for this. Loaded. Now I could actually do the JSON decode in the function, so then it would be loaded rule set.
But I want to like alt right click that edge. If I bring this up, how does that look? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's much softer. And then yeah, this back face.
Then that should just be consistent. Oh shit, I'm wasting her food. Whoops. See, that's the thing. Because I went by. Oh. Gotcha. Right. Fahrenheit. I live in a country that uses
Man, the internet is struggling today. Alright, so the things we applied. Oh. Oops. Mouse down frames was technically a base game feature, as was min mouse down frames. So that's actually a fair amount of it. Oh no, this was here. And I could probably actually cut out a lot of stuff by going to source, one life, even game source. That was a straight up addition. What? Oh, I didn't see the code. Maybe we try the white space options? Because those do not seem complicated to me. Now, of course, this is still Git and not stgit. And what were the other options people were recommending? Oh, there's ignore space change, ignore white space. There's a couple of options here. Reduces the contacts that are regarded as important. Alternate, half of your change sets consists of every single line, every file that was touched being changed from one line to the other. Apply the patch. You just have to resolve them once resolved. And the patch fall back in a three-way merge. Does that do it inline? I guess I removed this. Nope, didn't. Oh no, we have to do. Lacks the necessary blob to fall back on three-way merge. What? Maybe the hashes are different? Living life page is a Unix. What? Wait. Program. Not where I thought it was. CD source. One life. Unix. So you'd think that would be compatible. And if it was just like line number drift, maybe this is some sort of like Git formatted patch that has extra parent information in it. So it's like I can or This is the actual behind issue. Okay, completely reset that. Oh, I checked out my master. Oh, because they're probably, actually, this is, I probably haven't renamed this. Get, did I try to, no, STG rebases if they're applied. Ah. Okay, get status. So it's detached. Okay, so we were just, that was in fact way the heck behind for whatever reason. And, we don't have the... I don't think it looked that different anyway. Or maybe the build process was always checking out exactly what it needed before. That actually said, So what about minor gems? Yeah, this is a lot of stuff we've never even seen. Oh no, wait, what? Why do we have -E files? Oh, that was one of the... Okay. Something glued wrong in the process. Only files unknown to Git are removed. Remove untracked files from the working tree. Untracked directories, force, interactive, Had no branch. Actually, here's how we look at this. Yes, this is actually the latest tag. That should be fine. Except now we have to go back to and see if this is actually was just wrong the entire time. And we didn't actually have this working. Oh, we didn't get it working. Okay. PWD. Fetch latest tags. We had that. This is just wrong. So apparently, what we ended up... Oh, because that was the minus... How do you specify nothing for the minus I option? Really? I guess you have to do that as like the last... No, because the last thing is the file name for the target. What the heck? Extension. A zero length... We've got Git, so chill. I guess what we do... Oh... Now, this won't help because we have to do git clean. Okay, so it's saying, yes, we changed WinSock. So maybe we didn't even need that minus E. All right, so that's good. So probably OneLife data is in a similar situation. We've checked out that. Oh, our master is still behind because we never checked it out. Which is kind of how we were using patches. All right, so we've got all this stgit junk. But we've got this. We've got this. That's somewhat reasonable. stgit needs to be reknitted, basically. Because it's off on somewhere else. At tag. So I guess we have to do this on master. Well, I guess it's off by itself. So does that mean you work now? Oh, because it got left there from before. Wait, really? STG. How do you self-destruct yourself? Reset patch stack to an earlier state. Well, delete patches, I guess. Must be delete. Okay. STG import series. Okay, yeah, we had something else checked out. And that's just a warning, which I probably should fix at some point, but we were actually able to apply that. So I need like more consoles for this. So this is still a compiler, nothing automated. So this should be a straight up. Oh, and I reset. Where did I put? No, the install was there. Where did we put the configure script cross? Oh, that's in cross context. So it can't do that. Oh, this was in our notes, actually, wasn't it? Do we have to do this somewhere every time we start up the machine? Or, just somewhere. Source, minor gems, game, platforms. Do I do that every... In the start up the Docker script, maybe? Oh, stat good. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I totally lost track of this. Yeah, that's... I've been tempted to go back to, like, COL Quiltworks, which is one of the original ones I knew about. That's more like the patches are the source of truth. And then you could just source control that. And that's actually nothing compared to a mature ST-Git repo. All right, so source, one life. We've reset a lot of stuff. And this should work. And then the question is going to be, so I've not done anything with Git authentication inside the machine yet. And I would need, that's, oh, well, if you're running st-git in the machine, which brings us back to having some other way to apply it. So it's nice that st-git is aware of what it's applying stuff on top of. And has like any other like Git header fields, like I know it had committer and stuff. So like when I imported WTF Blub's patch for a little bit, it had all the attribution there. But yeah, at some point I want a version of this that's more like a CI style build. Now it would be nice if we could have some sort of source repository lying around so we didn't have to fetch everything every time. But a CI environment might not want to leave stuff lying around. All right, so we got to the point where we can build. So this actually disappeared. We think we have a way to get this built into the fetch. So st-git been running in host so far. Will not run without setting git user. So it works to an extent. We still need a better way. Well, this is another minor gems thing. Which is getting to get kind of weird. Let's fetch latest tags. So the other one wouldn't care about that. It doesn't really care about. This doesn't even need to be cross-context unless I just apply it. Is there a thing? CD source. Oh, and we're in source. It's like run a command and every time it starts up. I know there's a default command. My default command right now is bash. Oh, I guess you put it in like profile or something. That might get a little weird. So fetch everything and then patch a bunch of stuff. So we sort of have that. What were the window issues? Oh, work out using container on Windows. So we got all the white space stuff. So if we're just using st-get to apply, we can, put something in there that configures the get users, nobody at example.com or whatever. And that will end up being something that's like in the Docker files, so it would be pretty easy to change if somebody wanted to rebuild it. Or I just need to go back and see if plain old quilt makes sense. Which, there's not really a lot of patch management systems out there. Most things have moved to regular source control. But I don't think that necessarily works, or I'm not happy with how it works for this use case. However, unfortunately, I got a little bit of a late start today. And I was hoping to do some StepMania, so that's actually going to make for a very late lunch. Alright, so we had to patch that. That's super impressive. And that was it, right? Fix sed command, apply cross platform patches in fetch, update notes. Probably too much at once. But it's a little bit of progress. And actually, we should probably just focus. It did do it. Okay, sure. However, I do want to get on to some other things, and then probably actually playing some 101 Life this afternoon. Although, yeah, this afternoon will be fine, and then Thursday or Friday, I suppose. It looks like he's working on a new Common Hammer of some sort. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be. So I'm actually going to be coming back a little bit for StepMania, but, that's something like programming, so do what you like. But thanks for watching. Thanks to Game Dev TV, NedMix Games, Instant Speed Live, Dognalik, Kurokatsuni, Asarat Gaming, Haskin TV, Ruffalos, Secretless, Stromius, Leopard, Lizard Lab, Destructive Phase, Catnox, and Thylos for hosting me. Yeah, I'll be back in a little bit for StepMania, and otherwise have a good day.